Hello and welcome to Indiana Arts Desk. I'm Marcus Jackman. Thanks for tuning in. Coming up today, an afternoon of original music and dance on Sunday and the arts calendar. But first, that's music by Giacomo Puccini, part of Ball State's upcoming performance of two one-act operas Friday and Saturday night at Emmons Auditorium. Craig Priebe, who teaches opera at BSU, is the director. He says the shows are part of what's called the Trittico, three one-act operas written by Puccini to be performed together.
Sister Angelica is a tragedy, but it's more of a sentimental tragedy. Okay, people need to bring their Kleenex. And after the intermission, we're going to finish with Gianni Schicchi, which is an uproarious comedy. So Puccini really understood the theater audience. He knew how to mix it up, how to give them the unexpected, and I think he does that very well.
Priebe, who studied at the Cincinnati Conservatory and worked in Europe for many years before coming to Ball State, says they chose Sister Angelica and Gianni Schicchi last spring based in part upon what talents were available.
We did have quite an ideal cast for these two productions, which is fairly unusual for a school. We're very happy to have some mature voices in our graduate pool that make it possible. Lisa Dawson is going to be our Sister Angelica. It's a very mature and well thought out and a wonderful interpretation of Sister Angelica that goes right to your heart. We also have on the Gianni Schicchi side Daniel Doty. He's going to be our Rinuccio, and he's an outstanding tenor.
But beyond assessing the musical, vocal, and technical demands and abilities, Priebe says he was drawn to these shows personally as well.
I've always loved the story of Sister Angelica. I remember I used to listen to the LP with Renata Scotto when I was a young undergraduate. And every time this woman did these incredible glissandos when something very, very poignant happens, it's this sound that she emits that just, I cannot hear to this day without having tears come to my eyes.
And it's that power of opera, that way it has of going to the heart of an honest human emotion, an experience, Priebe says, moving the audience with the music, the action, and the words to transform a moment of agony somehow into a transcendent expression of beauty. That, he says, is what makes it not only a going concern in our culture of cynicism and sarcasm, but a growing concern that people hunger for.
As humans, we need and we are edified through a more abstract form of artistic expression. They deal with emotions of people just as big as what we experience in real life. Hopefully not day to day, but certainly everybody in their lives experiences loss. I wish nobody to experience the loss of their child. But can anything be more poignant and gripping and heartrending? This is what opera's about. This is why it's put to fabulous music and music of depth, because that's the only way to express that depth of emotion. The Suor Angelica music, that's going to go to a spot, if we do it right, in your heart and in my heart, that's a place that words alone will not go. But that's the power of music, and that's why we sing opera.
Sister Angelica will be sung in Italian with English supertitles above the stage, so the audience won't miss a word. Also, Gianni Schicchi, although sung in English, they'll have supertitles for that as well. Tickets are available for the Friday and Saturday night shows at Emmons Auditorium in Muncie at the Emmons box office, 285-1539. Tickets are $10 for the general public, $4 for students, faculty, and staff, and free to children under 12. Each night's show begins at 7:30.